What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously once again. I am back for my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion 2018 predictions. Now, Dominion happens this Saturday, live on NewJapanWorld.com from the sold-out Osaka-jo Hall in Osaka, Japan. Now, if you thought last year's Dominion was amazing between Omega and Okada, this year's Dominion is looking to blow that away. We got 9 big-time matches and 6 titles will be on the line. So I'm very excited to do these predictions for you guys this evening, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Dominion this year after our last New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view, which was the Wrestling Dontaku shows, we went a combined 13-5. So our overall record coming in is 153, 83-1. So we're coming in hot. We haven't had a losing record since Wrestle Kingdom, and we're continuing this huge wave of momentum. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 9 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we'll make it 10. Hopefully. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel as a first-time viewer and this is your first video, boy, you picked a good one if you're a huge New Japan Pro Wrestling fan like myself and you're ready for this year's Dominion. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just to... Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Starting off with the first matchup, a tag team battle featuring on one side the 4th generation David Finlay, and his tag team partner is easily one of my favorite superstars in New Japan Pro Wrestling, who has gradually improved every year. He is the flamboyant Juice Robinson, and their opponents. They are representing Chaos, consisting of the Headhunter of Chaos, Yoshihashi or Tacos, and the reigning IWGP United States Champion, Switchblade Jay White. Now, this matchup has a little bit of implications. I think whoever gets the pinfall here between Finlay or Juice over the champion may get a title matchup at the G1 Special in San Francisco, so big opportunity here. So coming from me in this first matchup, I'm going to take the team of Finlay and Juice Robinson. I think Juice will pin the United States Champion, and Juice will get his shot in San Francisco for the U.S. title to defeat Jay White and Yoshihashi. And now the next matchup. It is a big-time tag team matchup featuring Chaos versus Suzuki Gun. On one side, they are representing Chaos, and they are the former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii, and the Sublime Master Thief Toru Yano. And their opponents, they are representing Suzuki Gun, Ichiban, consisting of Minoru Suzuki, the former Intercontinental Champion, and one of my all-time favorites. He is the Submission Master. He is ZSJ. He is the Submission Magician. He is Zack Sabre Jr. Now, this thing escalated at the Best of the Super Juniors finals this morning between Ishii and Suzuki, and I was hoping this was going to be a singles matchup, but I guess we're going to get a tag team battle between these two. So coming from me in this tag team battle, man, this one's tough. I'm going to take the team of Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. to defeat Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano. And now the next matchup. It is a triple threat match for the Never Openweight Championship. Starting off with the challengers. First, he is getting his first opportunity at a major title in New Japan Pro Wrestling as the newest heavyweight to the division. Even though his pants show that his shorts are still part of the juniors division. Hopefully accompanied by Miho Abe, he is Taichi. Next, he is the former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, a former Ring of Honor World Champion. He is Unbreakable, Michael Elgin, or Big Mike. And both these men are challenging the 17th and the reigning and defending Never Openweight Champion. He is representing Chaos. He is the modern-day warrior, Hiroki Goto. Now, triple threat matches are always tough to predict, and the champion has a little bit of an advantage. Here's the dangerous fact. The Never Openweight title has only changed hands once at Dominion. The last person to win the Never Openweight title here was Katsuyori Shibata in 2016. The last person to retain the Never Openweight title last year, Minoru Suzuki. So Goto has a chance to has a pretty good chance of retaining here. But you got two good challengers. You got a very crafty Taichi, and easily the guy who has had a rough 2018 so far in Michael Elgin, looking to win his first singles gold since 2017. But Goto has been a fighting champion. He has taken on all comers for that belt. So coming from me in this triple threat match for the Never Openweight title, Man, this one's tough. Again, I think the weak link in this matchup is Taichi because I just think Taichi is the weak link in this matchup, even though a lot of people like him. I like him too, as long as he brings his chick with him. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking Hiroki Goto to retain the Never Openweight Championship and defeat Michael Elgin and Taichi. And now the next matchup, a huge 6-man tag team matchup featuring New Japan Pro Wrestling versus Bullet Club. On one side, this is a dream tag, a 6-man team right here, consisting of the greatest junior heavyweight champion of all time in New Japan, Jushin Thunder Liger, the former 7-time IWGP heavyweight champion, the ace of the universe, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and their tag team partner is making his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, the former 2006 Royal Rumble winner, a former 3-time world champion, maybe the greatest cruiserweight in the history of wrestling. He is Rey Mysterio Jr. and their opponents, representing just too sweet, baby. Whoop, whoop. Consisting of one of the most improved wrestlers in Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hangman Adam Page, and next he is one of the #1 contenders for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Best in the World in Baltimore, Maryland. He is the former Ring of Honor World Champion, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Do it all to get them on the feet. Crowd is here, about to blow. Waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up. Whoa. He is the American Nightmare Cody, and the final member of this Bullet Club team is 1/3 of the Never Openweight 6-man tag team champions with the Young Bucks, and he is also the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World title at Best in the World. And he is the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion and the Ring of Honor Television Champ, former ROH TV Champ. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. He is the villain, Marty Scurll. Now, this whole matchup came to be during the Best of the Super Juniors final, in which in a 6-man tag team match, after the match, Marty Scurll and Yujiro Takahashi attacked Tanahashi. Scurll put him in the chicken wing. He was antagonizing Liger in the, outside of the ring, in which Liger came out of his announcing booth where Milano AC was at and stopped the attack on Tanahashi, in which he said he issued a challenge of a 6-man tag team title, 6-man tag team matchup against Bullet Club, and adding one of the greats of all time, Rey Mysterio Jr. to this 3-man team. This team could challenge any 6-man tag team champions from the Ring of Honor 6-man tag champs or the Never Openweight 6-man tag champs. But having 3 of the greats, Liger, Tanahashi, Rey Mysterio, is a crazy 6-man team. And then on the other side, you have Bullet Club. You have the one of the most improved wrestlers in the game, Hangman Page, who fought Tanahashi during the Honor United tour, and he has been improving so much. He has a huge matchup against Punishment Martinez at Best in the World. Then you have Cody and Marty Scurll, who both have a shot to become the Ring of Honor World Champion at Best in the World against Dalton Castle. So you can tell there could be a rift there between Cody and Scurll, because both men want to be the Ring of Honor World Champion. And with the All-In proposal from Magnus, that at All-In it could be title for title, the NWA World title against the Ring of Honor World title, winner takes all. So Cody has a chance to have the NWA title and the Ring of Honor title, and Scurll wants to be the Ring of Honor World Champion. So coming from me in the 6-man tag team battle, oh man, this one's really tough. I'm going to go with the team of Jushin Thunder Liger, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Rey Mysterio to defeat Hangman Page, Cody, and the villain Marty Scurll. And now the next matchup. It is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are representing Chaos, and they are the former two-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They are accompanied by their hype man, Rocky Romero. They are Sho and Yo Roppongi 3K. And Roppongi 3K are challenging the 57th and reigning and defending IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They are representing Suzuki Gun Ichiban. They are consisting of the Rogue Luchador El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Now, this matchup came to be during the Best of the Super Juniors because each member of Roppongi 3K knocked off the I think Sho defeated Kanemaru. I think Sho defeated Kanemaru, and Yo defeated Desperado. So they're getting their opportunity to win back the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Now, here's a dangerous fact. The IWGP Junior Tag Team titles have changed hands 3 times at Dominion. The last time it changed hands was all the way back. The last time it changed hands was last year with the Young Bucks winning the tag team titles. And the last time a team retained the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles was once again the Young Bucks in 2015. So this definitely goes in the favor of the champions to retain. Now, Roppongi 3K never got their one-on-one rematch for the Junior Tag Team titles because Kanemaru and Desperado were facing off against Bushi and Hiromu. But this is their chance to become 3-time IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. And with their manager, Rocky Romero, who has been there once before, he can definitely get this team back in the winning track and bring another title to Chaos. Then on the other side of Kanemaru and Desperado, who have been pretty solid tag team champions, even though they have their dirty tactics of Yoshinobu Kanemaru's Whiskey, Satori Surprise, and Desperado's dirty tactics. So, coming from me, in this matchup for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, this one's tough. Again, history is definitely on Roppongi 3K's side, but coming from me, I don't think Despi and Kanemaru are done with these belts yet. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking Desperado and Kanemaru to retain the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles and defeat Roppongi 3K. And now the next matchup, it is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, and this one's going to be a really good matchup. Starting off with the challenger. He is the winner of the Best of the Super Juniors 25 Championship, and he is representing Los Ingobernables de opponent, and he's looking to regain the gold that he lost a year ago. He is representing Los Ingobernables de opponent. He's one of my all-time favorites. Ticking Time Bomb, Hiromu Takahashi, and Takahashi is challenging the 80th and reigning and defending IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is representing Chaos, and easily he is the greatest athlete in New Japan Pro Wrestling other than Kenny Omega. Coming from me, he is the aerial assassin. He is the Sky King. He is Will Ospreay. Now, this is the second time these two have met one-on-one. Their last meeting this year at New Beginning in Osaka, in which Will Ospreay defeated Hiromu Takahashi to retain this title. So this is the third matchup between these two. Now, starting off with Hiromu Takahashi, this is a huge opportunity for him. He's coming off a huge win over Taiji Ishimori in the finals this morning. What an amazing Best of the Super Juniors for Hiromu Takahashi. I had a funny feeling he was going to win, even though I did not pick him to win. He got it done. He's got a new arsenal in his repertoire, which is the triangle choke and that sick pile driver he put on Ishimori and Kushida. But Hiromu's looking to win back the gold that he lost last year at Dominion. So he hasn't been the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion for a year. And history has shown Best of the Super Juniors champions have had the champion's number. Now, here's a dangerous fact. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship has changed hands 4 times. All 4 of those changes were from Best of the Super Juniors winners. Now, the last person to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship while winning the Best of the Super Juniors was Kushida, and he was the last person to retain the Junior Heavyweight title in 2016. The last person to lose his belt, of course, Hiromu Takahashi. So history is definitely on Hiromu's side to possibly bring home the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title to Los Ingobernables de opponent. Then on the other side, you have Will Ospreay, who had an amazing Best of the Super Juniors this year, this upcoming week. Even though he didn't win it, he didn't need to win it, but He got some big wins, and he's acting a lot more cocky. Like, he's saying he's the best of the he's the best junior in the division. And I can't deny it. He is the best junior in the division. He is practically nearly the new ace of the juniors division. But he's been the champion since January. Think about that. He's been the champion for 5 months. He has taken on all comers like Marty Scurll that nearly killed him with that crazy Spanish fly off to the onto the floor that did not work. He beat Kushida. He's beaten Hiromu twice. He beat him in the Best of the Super Juniors last year and beat him in Osaka this past February. So, but the biggest target on Ospreay is his neck, and with Hiromu's triangle choke, it works for Hiromu in this matchup because that neck has been bothering him since Sakura Genesis against Marty Scurll for Ospreay. So coming from me, in this matchup for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, this one's going to be a classic once again. That match in Osaka was amazing. This one's going to top it. So coming from me, I think history is on Hiromu's side, and I think it's going to happen. I am taking Hiromu Takahashi to regain the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship and defeat Will Ospreay. And now the next matchup. It is for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Starting off with the challengers. They are the #1 contenders for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, and they're also the #1 contenders for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship of the world. They are the former 7-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, and they are currently 2/3 of the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Champions with Marty Scurll. And they are representing just too sweet, baby. Whoop, whoop. And they're also representing the Elite, the Elite. Second time. And if you know their music, you know who I'm talking about. They are Matt and Nick, the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks are challenging the 79th and reigning and defending IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They are representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, consisting of Cold Skull Sonata, and his partner is one of my all-time favorites because I get to do this. He is King of Darkness, evil, because this is evil. Everything is evil. Subadewa. All of it. Everything is evil. Now, this whole match came to be during Wrestling Dontaku Night 1, in which the Young Bucks challenged the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions Evil and Sonata to a title matchup in their first ever title opportunity, in which Evil and Sonata accepted, in which, as the Young Bucks always do, they want to leave a point to the champs by super kicking them. Now, this is a huge opportunity for the Young Bucks, and history is definitely on their side. Now, here's the dangerous fact. The IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles have changed hands 4 times at Dominion. The last time the titles changed hands at Dominion was last year with the Guerrillas of Destiny. The last team to retain the tag team titles was another Bullet Club team of Gallows and Anderson in 2014. So history is definitely on the side of the challengers, the Young Bucks. Now, this is a huge opportunity for them. For being a junior tag team for how many years, now moving up to the heavyweights division. They have had some great tag team matches, especially their match with the Golden Lovers as Strong Style Evolved, and a few tag team matches during the Honor United Tour and the War of the Worlds Tour for Ring of Honor. So, and they also have another big opportunity. They can become once again the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions when they challenge the Briscoes at Best in the World in Baltimore on June 29th. So they have a double opportunity to bring home some more tag team gold and finally bring home the tag team titles to Bullet Club for the first time in a year. Then on the other side, you have Evil and Sonata, who have been the champions since January. This is only their second title defense since winning the belts in the Tokyo Dome. So I know they haven't defended the titles as much, being that Evil was hurt for most of the first half of the year with the orbital bone injury, and Sonata was doing a singles thing. But their last defense against the Killer Elite Squad was pretty good. But I think they're facing off against a very good tag team, and easily coming from me, the greatest tag team in wrestling history. So coming from me in this matchup for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Oh, man, this one's tough because I love the Young Bucks and I love Evil and Sonata. This one's a tough pick. So coming from me in this matchup, I don't pick against the Young Bucks often, but it would be weird to have Evil and Sonata lose on only their second title defense. So coming from me in this matchup, I may get this one wrong, so I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go with Evil and Sonata to retain the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships and defeat the Young Bucks. And now the next matchup, a huge matchup for the IWGP Intercontinental title. Starting off with first, the challenger. He is the former and the very first undisputed champion in World Wrestling Federation history. He's the former 9-time Intercontinental Champion, a WWE record. He is the former World Champion. He is the former WWE Champion. He is the Alpha. He is Y2J Chris Jericho. And Jericho is challenging the 15th and reigning and defending IWGP Intercontinental Champion. He is the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Ooh, Naito! He is Tetsuya Naito. Now, this whole thing started at January's New Year's Dash, where out of nowhere, Chris Jericho attacked Tetsuya Naito out of nowhere in the main event of LIJ's match against Chaos. So this whole thing started in January. It escalated at Wrestling Dontaku in Fukuoka, where Chris Jericho, disguised as an LIJ fan, attacked Tetsuya Naito and busted him wide open. Shades of what he did to Kenny Omega in Fukuoka in 2017. So history repeated itself for Jericho in Fukuoka. And during the Best of the Super Juniors, when Naito was in tag team matches with Hiromu or Bushi, Jericho was on the screen talking. What he usually does, talking, calling him a fuckface, and that's Jericho's. That's New Japan Pro Wrestling's Jericho, which I love. And he is looking to, once again, he's looking to make Naito famous by taking his belt, becoming a 9-time Intercontinental Champion, and looking to continue his reign as the alpha of wrestling. Then on the other side, you have Tetsuya Naito, who regained the IWGP Intercontinental title at Wrestling Hinokuni over Minoru Suzuki. I did not see that one coming. And lately, he has not brought the belt with him. As always, he never liked the IC belt, and he's showing, again, no respect for the belt, which, again, that's Naito's style. He's so damn tranquilo, he don't give a shit about the belt. And he's not even destroying it. He's not even bringing it out at any of the events. So he's showing he does not care about the belt, and he is looking to prove Jericho wrong, that he is one of the best in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he is looking to show Chris Jericho how to be tranquilo. So, and history is definitely on the side of the challenger. Now, here's a dangerous fact. The IWGP Intercontinental title has changed hands 3 times at Dominion. The last person to win the Intercontinental title at Dominion was Hiroshi Tanahashi last year to, ironically enough, Tetsuya Naito. And the last IC champion to retain his belt was Hiroki Goto in 2015. So history is definitely on Jericho's side here. So coming from me, in this huge matchup for the IWGP Intercontinental title, I'm going to make a bold prediction. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I would love to see it. if Jericho does not win this matchup, I would love to see him in the G1 Climax this year. I would love that. Just to see him face guys like Okada or a lot of the heavyweights in New Japan. I would love to see Jericho in the in the G1 Climax this year. But that's my wishful thinking. Hopefully he will be in this year's field. But coming from me in this matchup, there ain't no way I'm picking against my boy Tetsuya Naito. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking Tetsuya Naito to retain the IWGP Intercontinental title and defeat Chris Jericho. Tranquilo, Asienaya. And now the main event, the one I have been waiting for. It is 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is the #1 contender for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and he's looking to finally win the title he has never held. He is one half of the Golden Lovers. He is the best bout machine. He is the undisputed leader of Bullet Club, and he is God's gift to professional wrestling, the Wizard of Winnipeg. And if you know his music, and I know you guys do, you know who I'm talking about. He is the cleaner, Kenny Omega! And Omega is challenging the 65th and the longest reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He's been the champion for nearly 700 plus days. He is the leader of Chaos, and he is accompanied by Gato. And if you know his music, and I know you guys do, you know who I'm talking about. He is Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Now, this is the 4th meeting between these eternal rivals. Their record, 1-1-1. Their last meeting, if you remember, at last year's Dominion, easily the greatest match in wrestling's history that did not have a definitive winner. But the fans won when we saw it. So sorry about that, folks. Now, the last time Okada beat Omega was all the way back at Wrestle Kingdom 11, and Kenny's last win over Okada was at the G1 Climax in August. So this is the 4th meeting between these two, and this time it's 2 out of 3 falls. No time limit. Now, here's the dangerous fact. The IWGP Heavyweight title has been defended 9 times at Dominion. It has changed hands 4 times, and both of those times it changed hands was almost all of them have been Okada, which is saying a lot. Now, the last time Okada lost a one-on-one matchup at Dominion was all the way back in 2012. His record here is 3-1-1. Now, this is a huge opportunity for Kenny Omega to become the first Canadian-born IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and I've been saying it on the channel for months that Okada was going to lose this belt here in 2018, and I think this is going to be the time to do it. So coming from me, in this 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit matchup for the IWGP Heavyweight title, I am taking my boy Kenny Omega to finally become the IWGP Heavyweight Champion and defeat Kazuchika Okada. And those are my Dominion 2018 predictions. I hope you guys did enjoy these predictions today. Comment below. Who do you have winning between Okada and Omega, this 2 out of 3 falls matchup? Who do you have between Naito and Jericho? Who do you have winning the tag team heavyweight titles? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. that subscribe button and become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys next week for 4 big wrestling predictions. Later days, guys. Have a great evening and peace.